Hi, I'm Andrew Clark-Hodgkins with SHS Today, and today my co-anchor is Sarah Moran.
In this week's news, we'll be exploring the CTE's Freshman Award Students and Organization, following the swim team, horse racing, aspiring basketball prospects, more of diving into debates, controversial conspiracies, and films in a flash.
Let's start off with our Michael and Ethan as they report on the freshman class's academic awards, celebrating their first semester and their achievements.
The major reason is to recognize student achievement. Additionally, it's a good opportunity to get all the ninth graders together to give them any information of things coming up.
I think the purpose of the assembly was to recognize students who really work hard in their work and in classes.
Just to bring all the freshmen together and, realize who kind of performed.
The purpose of the assembly, I think, was to help freshmen figure out future classes and understand the purpose of grades and how important they are, and that you have to make sure you keep your grades up to be able to do important extracurricular activities, and to make sure they understood that.
The awards portion, basically I just sent an email out to teachers that have ninth graders and asked them to give me a name of a student who's really done well the last quarter, and that doesn't have to be a student who consistently gets straight A's. It's someone who's here every day, gives good effort. Basically recognizing anyone who they feel has kind of stepped their game up. So most of the students that were recognized last Friday were basically recognized for being a good person, always encouraging their classmates, and giving good effort on a daily basis.
What award did you win, and why did you think you've won it?
Outstanding performance in semester one. I don't really think there was a reason that I won it. I like to think I did pretty well, but you can always do better.
I won the science award, and I think I won it because I really work hard in that class and I help other students when they need help. I like helping other students as well too.
I won an award of recognition for performance in semester one. I'm not sure why I won it. I won it from my Earth and Space Science teacher. She, a couple days before, said I was doing good at leadership, so that might have something to do with it.
Yeah, so I've been doing this since I took over the freshman dean role. So this is the third year I'm doing this, and I was just thinking of an opportunity, a way to just create more of a community within the ninth grade program. And I thought this was a good way to do it, and I continued doing it year after year.
Like many others here, we're very proud of the freshman class, and we hope that they continue to strive throughout their future years.
Speaking about future years, Will, Angel, and Connor went around the school talking to basketball players about what inspired them to pursue basketball.
Hi, I'm Will Jeffries, and in today's segment we're going to be asking people about their basketball aspirations.
I've been watching it since I was little. My whole family played. I've been playing ball since I was 3, so I've just been surrounded.
It definitely goes out to Kobe Bryant. As a kid growing up, I used to watch him every single time he played. Every time he touched the court, that inspired me. The Mamba mentality, the amount of work he put in, the amount of hours he put in just to strive for greatness, that inspired me to motivate myself to achieve greater.
Family, much of my dad, he really liked basketball. With video games, watching the games, all that. So that really got me into it at about the age of 6. With my favorite player being Kyrie Irving, he really boosted that. So that got me into wanting to be on the team. So yeah.
Inspiration, I don't know, probably Mike Jordan, bro. I'm gonna be
favorite. That's your favorite player?
You got them ups.
Yeah, definitely all time favorite, better than LeBron.
What's your basketball schedule look like?
My basketball schedule, so we train twice a week, and then we have a game on weekends. But I train separately. I train with the team twice, but then I hit the gym 5 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get my arm up, gotta get my shot going. Just striving for greatness. You know the deal.
Very true.
It's busy. It's kind of laid back though, because AAU isn't as crazy as high school ball. That's the thing that I like the most about high school ball. High school ball usually it's like 5-6 days a week that you're putting in work. That might be for you, but that's too time consuming, to be honest. So I mean, we play about, let me say, probably like 2 games a week. We got like a practice or 2 a week, and then that's it. So it's pretty light, but it's fun.
My schedule looks like for basketball from both of my teams, which are Mass Prep and Mass Elite, is games every Tuesday, Friday, tournaments usually, a lot of the weekends. The other days are practice sometimes. If not, then I'll take it upon myself and go to the gym. Games are very important. And yeah.
Advice for people who want to join a basketball team, definitely, it's called being a student athlete for a reason. Keep your grades up while you're playing basketball. Don't let it be an excuse to let your grades drop. Second of all, keep maintaining your effort, keep putting in work. You're going to achieve your dreams if you try to. As long as you tell yourself you can achieve it, it's going to be achieved. Don't let yourself tell yourself that you can't achieve something. You got this, baby. Let's get it.
I'm very excited to see how these basketball players continue their futures with the sport. Hopefully the team does well this year.
Continuing on with the topic of sports, Alyssa and Aiden interviewed the swim team as they prepared to head off to states. Get your flippers on and let's take a splash with the swim team.
I'm Elizabeth Bamford. I've been swimming for 11 years. My favorite thing about the swim team and swim in general is that it's so versatile. You use every muscle in your body. I didn't qualify. I was selected to go swim with the relay, which is even more fun. I get to swim with 4 different people. My goal was to better my times, better myself as a swimmer, and just be a better swimmer in general. Yes, I made those goals by practicing hard every day and using my full time to the best of its ability. Training practice is everything. It pushes you to be a better swimmer, better athlete in general. To better my times, continue swimming for quite a long time. Swimming's not easy. Swimming's a sport, and it will be a sport forever and always. Don't ever think it's easy until you try it. It uses every muscle in your body, challenges you. You don't breathe for half the time. Swimming has changed me as a person. I've made better friends with the swim team than I have just casually in school. And it's just an overall good environment to be around. And there's great people.
I've been swimming pretty much all my life. This year it was, so 7 out of 8 of them, just not breaststroke. Because that's for short stuff, butterfly, definitely. Butterfly. I had no clue what I was getting into at the beginning of the season, so I kind of just wanted to go for what I could. Well, yeah, I made it to states, which was the main one. So it pushes up your. It helps a lot. I mean, like I said, it pushes everything up more. I want to see if I can get first in something. It's easy. It's honestly, it's easy to pick up. I mean, it's hard to actually it's easy to pick up and just start doing it. But it takes a while to get everything down to a fine thing. But just to start it up for 1 season or something, it's super easy.
I've been swimming for 2 years now. It's my second year, so basically since my sophomore year. For states, I qualified for the 50 freestyle event. My favorite stroke has to be freestyle, considering I swim it the most. I'm the best at it, and I overall just like it. Well, at the end of last season, I was so close to making states. Coming into this year, my mind was just set on making states, so it felt nice when I finally accomplished it. My schedule is just really crammed busy, so I mean I guess I'm just always kind of tired. So sometimes I go to meets just being exhausted, but that's more of a me thing, not a swim thing itself. So training and practice when it comes to swim is very important. Even just having a weekend off, you still feel that on the Monday after. So always being in shape for swim is kind of very important. I mean, obviously to keep getting faster and better at swim and maybe make it on other different strokes, but yeah, just to always keep improving. The thing about swim team is it's a really chill sport that you can set your own goals and your own pace to do. So say if you want to work really, really hard and get what you want, you can do that.
I wish the swim team an ocean of good luck on their journey to states. Make sure to come and support the swim team during their big meet February 15th at UNH.
Carrying on, our resident horse racing expert Colin gives us the latest on horse racing news.
Hello, my name is Colin Boyle, USC Dog, and I'm here at Thoroughbreds and Standardbreds in the back. In Standardbred news, Wiggle and Jiggle have been last twice in a row. This is unfortunate for my horses. However, it's a good thing I own 7 Thoroughbreds on MyRacehorse.com. Speaking of Thoroughbreds, however, 3 Derby preps were held all over the country. Before we get to that though, the Martha Washington held Oaklawn Park in Arkansas with a crucial Derby prep, even though it's for fillies. This is because an undefeated filly by the name of Taraz was headed toward a different route to Louisville. As she won Saturday afternoon's race, she went wire to wire, and now Brad Cox is won Derby and the Oaks. In the other Derby preps, favorites went 2-1, with the lone upset being Shotski's Lost, the max player in the Wizard Stakes. Tis the Law, early Derby favorite, won the Holy Bull, and 1,000 Words won the Robert B. Lewis Stakes, giving Bob after 3,000 North American wins lifetime. Next week, move to Horse Racing Fan Zone. We will recap the Sam F. Davis Stakes and preview the Risen Star. That and more in the next Thoroughbreds and Standardbreds in the back.
That's a lot of information from an expert in the field. There's a lot going on in the horse racing world, and thanks to Colin, we get an inside look at this unique sport. I'll definitely have to look into that some more. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We will be right back in just a few minutes.
I live for the applause, applause, live for the applause, applause, live for the way that you cheer and scream for me. The applause, applause, applause. Give me the feeling of love, turn the lights on. Put your hands up, make them turn, Give me the feeling of love, turn the lights on. Put your hands up, make them
Hello everyone, I'm Bree Paquette, your Miss Londonderry's Outstanding Teen, and I'm an advocate for mental health awareness. And if you didn't already know, I was last year's People's Choice winner, and I created a mental health PSA called Mental Illness to Them. It can get tough and it can get so exhausting, and I understand, but you just have to keep going. And by participating in this contest, I was able to share my story and bring awareness to mental health issues. When this contest was presented to my classmates and me, we all decided to just jump right on it because, as you know, 1 in 5 children and young adults struggle with mental health challenges. This contest varies from all different kinds of things, from short films, poems, dances, raps, whatever you would like. Submissions are due March 6, 2020, so you better get rolling. And to register and learn more, go to magnifyvoices.org. And don't be afraid to magnify your voice, raise awareness, and help others.
Welcome back to SHS Today. Myself and my co-anchor Sarah took us on a tour of more CTE programs, including Health Talk and behind the scenes of the TV program.
So the CT program is television and media production, and basically it's movie production, broadcast journalism, digital cinema, TV production. It's everything, just operating a camera, editing video, and recording in a studio environment. There are a lot of tangible skills that someone could get coming out of this class, whether it's being able to be on camera in front of an audience, which I believe is good speaking skills. Computer skills. Anyone that takes this class develops an understanding for a very complex software, Final Cut Pro, so you develop that. Mechanical skills, operating a camera, tripods, and things like that. Organizational and writing skills with script writing and pre-production planning. So there are a lot of other skills that a kid might get out of this class. Maybe they don't go into the field, but they get all sorts of other kinds of skills. The majority of major schools and universities across the country have some form of media production element or program to them. Hopefully transition into a field such as broadcast journalism, working in the news industry, or media production, working for a TV station or a news outfit, reporting or editing or things like that. So there are all kinds of opportunities. A big component of this class is a broadcast journalism component where we do a weekly newscast. Students not only go out and shoot and edit and interview subjects and create news packages, at the end of that week's cycle, they come in here and they become a team of anchors, directors, technical directors, audio operators, and all of that, and they complete and do a half-hour newscast weekly, which is a great team effort. And the students that learn this facility, they can also operate equipment in the Performing Arts Center, because with the lighting console, the audio console, and things like that. So there are some transferable skills there. But definitely that broadcast journalism unit really tackles a lot of the competencies, meaning they're doing good camera work, good editing skills, reporting skills, some pre-production planning, and then coming in a studio and working in that environment. So it's a really good opportunity for the students to learn everything they need to learn.
Health Science and Technology is a 2-year career in tech ed program, and basically it's a course that helps to prepare students to go into the healthcare field. So we teach anatomy and physiology, medical terminology, so it's very science-based, and we do a lot of skills to prepare students to go out on clinical sites in their senior year. Track students will follow if they do the nursing assisting program, or if they do the EMT program or allied health. They'll learn different skills for those work sites. So like students will learn how to gown and glove, they'll learn how to do vital signs, they'll learn how to make beds, bathe patients, transfer patients. So we do a lot of different skills. EMT is going to be more about the first response and being out on the field. And then allied health, it depends on which office they're in, what skills they'll do. But they do a lot of observation skills, but they will do some hands-on skills with allied health. Most of the students post-secondary are going to 4-year colleges to major in a variety of different, health careers. Some of them end up becoming physician assistants or nursing or physical therapy, occupational therapy. I mean, our first responders like paramedics. We have some doctors. So pharmacists, it opens up to a whatever. But most students will go 4 years.
The CTE programs at Salem High School seem very interesting. Make sure to consider them. Schedules are due next Friday, February 14th.
These past couple weeks, Jenna, Amy, Evan, and Lindsay have brought student perspectives into diving into debates. We're live with Lindsay right now. She's standing outside of the SHS library. Hi, Lindsay.
Go. Thanks, Sarah. Well, today we're going to jump into a topic much more related to pop culture. With celebrities' massive following and influence over the public, it is a big decision for them to come forward and publicly reveal their political opinions. Yesterday, we interviewed students here to see what they thought about celebrity involvement in politics. Let's dive into it. As some of you may know, recently, Ricky Gervais hosted the 2020 Golden Globe Awards. In his opening monologue, one can say that he gave the celebrities a harsh reality check. In one of his points, he strongly condemned celebrities pushing their political agendas in their acceptance speeches, claiming that they are too far removed from society and have no idea what it's like to live without their Hollywood privileges.
If you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg.
On the other hand, there's a global superstar, Taylor Swift. Throughout her career, she kept quiet about her political views, saying that she's just a singer. But in the last Tennessee election, she finally broke her silence. In the midterm election, she came forward supporting 2 Democratic candidates, and according to Vote.org, more people registered to vote in Tennessee that day than the entire month of August. She claimed that she was extremely passionate and informed, and wanted to make sure that all people were fought for.
Of the fact that this award and every single award given out tonight were voted on by the people, and you know what else is voted on by the people? Is the midterm elections on November 6th. Get out and vote. I love you guys.
But let's see what the students of Salem High have to say about it. Are they for or against celebrity involvement in political activism?
I think it depends whether celebrities should get involved with political activism, because if they have the platform, then everyone has the freedom of speech. So I say go for it, but it definitely depends, and there's a point where they can go too far and kind of become pushy to some people, and they need to let others try to form their own political opinion.
I would prefer that celebrities do not get involved in political activism because I feel like we don't know where their education is at, and we don't know if their information is biased.
Well, I do think that some celebrities should get involved. The way I see it, if you have a platform, you should be able to use it. But also, if you're like a musician, I don't think anybody really cares what you think. If you're doing something more important, then I don't see a reason why you shouldn't be able to.
I feel like actors, for example, they do not have any political credibility, and it doesn't really apply to the job they're doing, so they shouldn't really be influencing others.
I think celebrities should get involved in political activism just because it can inform people that wouldn't otherwise be informed about what's going on.
While there are very mixed opinions on this subject, one thing's for sure. Celebrities won't stop speaking their mind anytime soon. Reporting live from Salem High, this is Lindsay Jones. Back to you, Evan.
Thanks, Lindy. Straying away from debates but continuing with pop culture, Nina Galvez gives us her insight on the ongoing drama in the movie industry.
Hey movie fans, and welcome to Films in a Flash. I'm Nina Galvez, and today we're doing something a bit different and not focusing on one simple topic, but I'm going to be mentioning multiple topics. Ready? Let's go. The director of Gretel and Hansel, Oz Perkins, son of Psycho star Anthony Perkins, wants to direct the next Friday the 13th movie. A new Friday the 13th movie has likely been in development ever since Paramount Pictures acquired the rights to the franchise. Originally, it was rumored that fans were going to get a found-footage-style Friday the 13th with the 2015 release date. That ended up not happening, but several directors and producers have been interested in coming on board the reboot. Marvel Cinematic Universe Anthony Sebastian Stan throws shade at the ending for his character Bucky Barnes and Steve Rogers, aka Captain America, played by Chris Evans. Avengers Endgame ended with Captain America returning to the 1940s, so Steve would live out his life with Peggy Carter, appearing again in modern day as an old man. Old man Captain America passed on his shield to Sam Wilson, while Bucky looked on. The scene acts as a setup for Marvel's upcoming Disney Plus TV show, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is currently filming. Many fans took issue with Captain America's ending, arguing it's controversial to how the character's arc had evolved in Phase 3, with him moving on from Peggy and focusing instead on his friends. It seems Stan himself may agree with this argument, according to a recent Instagram post. Going back to this movie, director of Gretel and Hansel, Ozgun Perkins, says he's really happy about his film's PG-13 rating, because he actually wants kids younger than 13 to see it. Although most of the year's films meant for children, including Sonic the Hedgehog and Trolls World Tour, promise to be bright, upbeat films, the trailer for Gretel and Hansel suggests a grim and terrifying story. And that's just how Perkins says he planned it to be. Perkins says a PG-13 rating is an accessible introduction to scary movies. Quote, "The power of the PG-13 rating for a picture like this is, kids want to peek behind the curtain. They want to see what's dark around the corner." End quote. Perkins also related that feeling to his own childhood experience, talking about how he had a picture of Lindy Blair from The Exorcist at the bottom of his toy chest. Creepy. DC Universe subscribers will have a chance to see Birds of Prey, a new Harley Quinn film, early with advanced screenings. Warner Bros. And DC Films are days away from the launch of the latest DC movie, which features the long-awaited return of Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn to the big screen. Picking up after the events of Suicide Squad, the movie continues Harley Quinn's story as she left Jared Leto's Joker and forms a new team of female DC heroes, who will become known as Birds of Prey. And DC subscribers will be able to see this movie first with advanced screenings before it's in theaters. Now for the last story of the day. Artist Sweet Cicely Danaher is suing Disney and Pixar for using her Vanticorn in upcoming animated film Onward. Onward is an emotional coming-of-age story of two teenage elf brothers named Ian, played by Tom Holland, and Barley, played by Chris Pratt, Lightfoot. The brothers set out on a magical road trip to try and see their father, who died before they got to know him. The elf tale is set to hit theaters on March 6, 2020. According to THR, Danaher is suing Disney, Pixar, and Onward producer Corey Ray for copyright infringement, along with other violations. Ian and Barley Lightfoot travel in a van that is the same color as hers, with a unicorn painted on the side, in their journey to find their father. Danaher initially discovered the eerie similarity on May 31st, 2019. She posted a comparison picture on Instagram with a photo of her posing by her Vanticorn on top. She then included a picture of the Onward elves sitting on their own Vanticorn on the bottom. Onward producer Corey Ray claims the reason they didn't tell Danaher their full intent for the Vanticorn is because they didn't have a name for the film it would be used for at the time. So Danaher wouldn't have been able to sign a non-disclosure. Not cool, Disney. Wow, a lot of stuff is happening in the movie industry nowadays. Anyways, that's been Films in a Flash. Have a great day, movie fans.
There appears to be a lot of drama in the movie industry. Controversy seems to be a recurring thread as of recent. On that note, Robert has taken a deeper look into the mind-provoking conspiracies. This week, he presents us with the Chuck E. Cheese conspiracy, including them reusing pizza.
Hello and welcome back to the Dark World of Conspiracies, and today we're going to be talking about a very disgusting but also very weird conspiracy. And that's the theory that Chuck E. Cheese reuses their pizza. And yeah, that theory is very self-explanatory, but I'm gonna explain it to you anyways. But before we begin, anything we discuss in this segment is just theories and only theories. Please do not take anything in this as fact, mostly because I do not want to get sued. So let's begin. So the theory goes that whenever you order pizza at Chuck E. Cheese, whatever leftovers you have afterwards, they will take those leftovers and then make a new pizza out of it and then sell it to that customer. And yeah, that's honestly very disgusting. But you might be saying where the evidence is to this, and I will say just take one Google search and look at all the pictures and you will know what I mean. Cut lines not matching correctly, slices not fitting together properly, you name it, they're all messed up. But this theory picked up high attention in early 2019 when Shane Dawson covered it in his conspiracy series, which he had an entire segment dedicated to it.
This is like crazy. Okay, so I think we've proven that these two halves were never together.
I wanted to test this theory myself, but I guess you have to be 18 or older to be able to go into Chuck E. Cheese, which I think is something, it's stupid. And honestly, the pizza's always been kind of gross, but just knowing this or thinking about this makes it extra disgusting. Personally, I believe this theory because what fresh pizza looks this deformed? But anyways, I like to remind you guys to never believe anything you see.
Thought-provoking for sure. Robert's conspiracies get crazier and crazier each week.
He always makes me look deeper into the unknown possibilities of the world. Up next, Alfredo, Katie, Taylor, and Robert take us into the halls in this week's survival guide to see how some of our organizational experts are able to keep up with school.
What's wrong, Miranda?
I don't know how to stay organized, Steven.
I know the perfect people to ask.
I have a locked file cabinet in my house with every single one of my assignments by alphabetical order, so I never forget a single assignment.
I have every color highlighter for every class I take, and I take notes designated to that class and use each highlighter for each subject in the class. And then when I have an assignment, I have a different highlighter for that, and I highlight my assignment so I know what I'm doing.
My mom, one word. She's the best mom. No mom can compare. Every 15 minutes in every single one of my classes, I receive a text from her checking up on me. But I can't respond because if I do, I'm not doing my work, I'm on my phone.
Knowing that one day I will have the best job in the whole world and I will go to the best college in the whole world, and winners never quit.
If you keep it like Angie,
And like Blake, you'll never be slacking.
Being organized makes everything easier. It helps eliminate stress, promotes time management. There are lots of good survival tips in there.
Once again, we thank you for tuning in for this week's SHS Today.
This week is special because we're going to leave you off with an interesting video produced by our own Jack, aka Juju Magumbo, featuring Ethan Bodenrader. We hope you enjoy this interesting and unique video.
Oh boy, I want some burgers.
sell papers.
Ocean man, the voyage to the corner of the globe is real.